All right, I did a video on fading the public and why that's a flawed betting strategy. I also did a video on why betting percentage reports are flawed and misleading. Continuing along with that same theme, I want to discuss a popular sharp money indicator that's flawed and misleading. It's called a reverse line move, and a lot of cappers think this is a way to identify a strong bet, but they're ignoring obvious flaws with it. In order to tell you why it's flawed, I'll first explain what exactly a reverse line movement is. I randomly grabbed a couple examples to explain this. On the screen is the betting percentages for the Navy versus Memphis college football game. Memphis is getting all the betting love, 74% of the bets on the spread, and 76% of the money is on the spread, and even more bets and money on the money line. Now, for a minute, think like a bookie. Everyone is betting on the same team. In this case, it's Memphis. What would you do if you're the bookie? Well, I know what I'd do is I'd move the line and make sure the team who's getting all the bets and money look less attractive to bet. But that's not what the sportsbooks are doing here. Memphis was minus 15.5, and even though they're the team receiving all the bets and money, the sportsbooks have moved the line to give bettors an even better price to bet on Memphis and moved them down to 13.5 or 13. This would signal a reverse line move on Navy. I'll use one more example quickly to make sure everyone understands what a reverse line movement is. We got Kansas State versus Missouri. K-State getting all the action with lopsided bets and money. So why are the sportsbooks adjusting the line down from Kansas State minus 5.5 to minus 3.5? And they're the team getting all the bets and money. This would be a reverse line move in favor of Missouri, and it's commonly thought to be a sharp money indicator to bet on Missouri. The idea of a reverse line move sounds good in theory. That's why so many cappers on social media will use this as a way to showcase a bet they like. But if you think about it, you'll see how it makes no sense. And I can list a bunch of reasons why it's so flawed, but I'll try to stick to a few of the main reasons. The main problem here should be obvious. In order to identify a reverse line move, the line must first move, which means the bettor is making a bet at a worse spread than it previously was every time. Looking back at the example with Navy, if you're following a reverse line move, you'd be betting them at plus 13 or plus 13.5 when they were plus 15.5. Sharp action bet plus 15.5 and caused the line move down to 13.5 or 13, and sharps probably wouldn't even bet it at the current number, but you're betting it at a worse number. And, you might think, okay, a point or two might not even matter, but over a big enough sample size, it'll likely be the difference between winning and losing. Next flaw is looking at a reverse line movement means you're trusting the public betting percentages, but unfortunately no website or app shows betting percentages from all sports books combined. These betting percentages also come from Square or recreational books like DraftKings or BetMGM. So just because Memphis and Kansas State are getting lopsided action doesn't mean that's the case at all sports books. Plus, the problem with all these sports books that report their bets and money percentages is they move their lines on air, which means they move lines based on line moves at sharp books, or in other words, they just copy line moves from sharp books. So regardless of the bets and money they have taken at their book, they're just going to move their lines when sharp books like Pinnacle, Chris, Bookmaker, Circa, when they move their lines. If you could see the bet and money splits at sharp books and see their line moves in real time, that would actually be helpful, but those sports books don't share their betting data. Also, last thing about a reverse line move, when a line moves, it doesn't always mean it's sharp action. More times than not, line moves are personnel related. Injury status is changing on key players, but with bettors following a reverse line move, they're assuming the line is moving caused by sharp action. Next time you see someone say reverse line move, hopefully this information sheds some light on why really everything to do with betting percentage reports are just meaningless. And they're made available for bettors to provoke bets. That's what the sportsbooks want, is volume of bets. They want everyone betting, and with so many cappers and pick sellers thinking they're finding edges with betting percentage reports, the sportsbooks are happy to supply them with the betting percentage reports for free. If the information had any value, they'd charge money for it. That's it for this one. Until next time, good luck with you.